Do you believe that the crowd you hang out with also reflects who you are?
Have you seen them do like the maths equations?
Yeah.
People that shark in tanks, that swim in sharks.
Yeah, that's mad.
But sometimes you do it without realising.
Yeah.
Orchid. That ain't, it can't be an orchid.
Here. Now, welcome back to BNC. Yeah, it's good to have you back. It's good to be back. It's good to be recording again.
It's such a lovely day today as well. We're feeling bubbly.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the sun in this country, but we move.
Whatever. Bad vibes.
It's not bad vibes, honestly. But anyway, we move.
Today we're going to cuss each other. Welcome to 21 questions.
21?
No.
Okay,
we'll only
cool.
have like 6.
Go more than me.
Do you want to go first?
Nah, ladies
I have
first.
like a pop quiz.
Ladies first.
Fun fact of the day, people. Well, the answer's the fun fact, but which country has the highest life expectancy?
Brother, what kind of question is this?
I thought it was interesting.
Japan.
Close.
I swear it's Japan.
Hong Kong.
Japan's number 2 or 3.
I never thought Hong Kong though. What's so special about Hong Kong?
Oh, no, I've never been there. Have you?
No.
No.
Maybe the food lifestyle. Probably should have looked more into that, but
Maybe we should go there.
what for our episode?
Yeah.
Why is Hong Spong?
Spong.
Okay, I'm leaving. Which language has the most native speakers out of English and Spanish?
Say that again. Which language have the most native speakers out of English and Spanish? Spanish.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought there was more English than there is Spanish.
They say it's the second largest language in the world, but it's probably the biggest language in the world.
That's crazy.
Shit, not bad. But yeah, Spanish. I know that from going to America when I use the ATMs. It says English or Spanish.
Really? Because here it's Spanish, French, German, and English, obviously.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. You can do your question.
Questions. All right, cool.
Pop quiz.
So my questions are a bit different still.
See, I have a mixture. of like, what are they called? Like general knowledge, and then I've got like would you rather, and then I've got a fact.
See, more of mine is more of a would you rather than any general knowledge stuff. So the first one is, if you could have dinner with one person, living or dead, who would it be and why? Gotcha.
I don't know. My first thing that comes to my head is my mom. I love my mom. I don't think of people
Outside your family.
Probably like Vxyde or my man who wrote the monk who sold his Ferrari.
Oh, so what's his name?
I forgot his name. I don't know his name.
The monk who sold his Ferrari.
Robin Sharma.
Never heard of him still.
Okay,
cool.
I just think it's really interesting knowing about like people's knowledge and their experience. I think life's all about learning off other people's experiences.
True.
Instead of experiencing them your bloody self.
So is that why you would want to have dinner with him?
I just think both of them are very experienced. And yeah, they're just really interesting people. But you said dead as well. I don't know, I'm not really interested in people. I'd rather have dinner with my mum.
Hear that?
I love my mum. Shout out to my mum.
Who is it?
Cool beans.
All right, cool.
Who would you have dinner with?
I don't know.
The Queen.
Hell no.
And her paedophile family.
Oh, no, I never thought about it. The question wasn't for me, so.
Move along.
Yeah. What are your take on men versus women in society and how it stands?
We all have our own roles.
You got to elaborate more
I don't
than
expect a man to do a woman's role and a woman to do a man's role.
Preach.
Like, I wouldn't expect a woman to go work in construction.
There are some, but yeah, I wouldn't expect you.
No, like I understand women do like like paperwork or in the office, cool. But you're not gonna expect them to do still fixing, like carrying all the heavy stuff.
They can't.
It's like, what's the point? That's like, let me just elaborate on this, right? There was a podcast, I can't remember what it was about, and it was like saying about should transgender men
be allowed in
women's sports. And I'm like,
I seen that.
No. And then some fucking Karen tried to argue, oh yeah, but it's like they're a woman at the end of the day. I said,
but you're not.
But they're not. Oh yeah, but it's just a sport. I'm like, everything is so heightened for the man. Like, just because the woman's 6 foot and the man's 6 foot is completely different.
Yeah, genes are completely different. The way we're built, different bone density, muscle density, all of it is all different. Like, some women can train as much as they like, but they won't be as strong as a man. It's just...
We need someone on the show who's going to argue with us about the other side, because I feel like we agree too much on the same thing.
Yeah,
so we need like a devil's advocate.
I said that the other day.
Because it's like we can't argue because we have the same opinion about it, but we need like a Karen on the show. Shout out to any Karens who want to argue with us. We want to argue.
We want to debate, Karen. And see your pointless views, but yeah.
Pointless, yeah.
Cool. That was my first to shoot.
Where do potholes come from?
Huh?
Yeah, do you ever think about that?
Potholes in the road?
Yeah.
When it rains.
Do you not find it really strange? Like, I never knew the answer to this question until like a few months back.
Isn't it when it rains? The rain deteriorates the tar and it causes a pothole.
Yeah, so it like goes into the cracks and expands. But I never knew this. So people who obviously, if you drive or don't drive, do you ever wonder, like, in the road, why the fuck there's potholes everywhere?
There's potholes everywhere in Jamaica. That's why I know the answer to that
so
question.
So annoying. But the thing is, we pay taxes. Oh my God. We pay taxes for that shit to be not potholed.
Yeah, but the government, they pick and choose the council pick and choose where they spend the money, innit?
Yeah,
but eventually
they take it.
Yeah, but eventually they waste it because they have to finish the budget every year, innit? And instead of doing it to exactly where it needed to be done, they don't do that, which is kind of fucked up.
I don't know. Can we get these people out of power, please? And put some people with fucking brains in power.
That's not gonna happen.
Never will. Common sense, please. People, do you believe that people are born evil?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in their genes in their head?
Yeah.
Explain.
I just think it depends on your parent, innit? Like, you know how some people are born with the same gift as their parent, or the same mindset, or the same like physical ability, anything like that. If you have an evil soul and heart, I think you can pass that down to your seed, personally.
Mad. See, I don't know about this one. I was a bit like, is it down to the environment or like how they're, brought up and the morals and...
I guess it's a hit or miss. So some people said no, you developed once you come of age, but you don't really gain consciousness from a child until you're like age 5. So between 0 and 5, you're like a blank canvas.
Is that why we don't remember a lot of things?
Yeah, you can be programmed a certain way. So I guess it's hit or miss.
I knew somebody who was a little bit evil, quite evil, as a child, and now has grown up to be,
The reason I say yes is because I know someone that was born and had great parents, loving, caring people. And he turned out to be one fucking wicked motherfucker. Like, wicked. Like, he's stole, steal, you name it, kill, whatever. Like, he was wicked. And I just didn't understand, like, your parents are fucking, like, saints. How'd you come out like that? And it's not like he was exposed or he was part of a gang or none of that shit. That's why I think, maybe it's an illness, and I don't know, but I think people can develop that shit.
So people with, like, schizophrenia... Is that something that's developed over time, or are you born with that, or does it get exposed over time?
I'm not too sure. We might have to get a mental health expert. That's not up to me.
Don't take advice from us.
Well, the mental health expert that she's not here today. We might have to get her in.
I know. I'm really like interested in all of that stuff because there was actually a case where a guy had schizophrenia and he was trying to help people in a house who were burning from like a no. There was a woman in a house and loads of men, and she was obviously, I don't know what was happening to her. And the guy had obviously set the house alight on fire to help get the girl out. You know, the fire was a distraction.
Yeah.
So he helped the girl out, but he actually ended up just lighting some random person's house and killing the people inside. It was
That's
the
a bit
voices in
mad.
his head. Yeah.
Voices. Yeah, the voices told him to do it. You know what? I know someone very similar to that.
Really?
Yeah, very, very similar.
Like how? They hear all these voices telling them what to do.
Yeah. They're schizophrenic and they've done the arsenic and everything. That's exactly how you described.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, that's so dangerous.
It is like, I spoke to her about it and she's like, yeah, he did this X, Y, and Z, so fucking burn the place down. And
So she actually thinks it's real still.
And then now she kind of, she's better. She knows what she did, but she was like, yeah, at the time, I didn't think it was gonna go up like, but yeah, it went up. So
because we naturally have voices in our head, yeah. And sometimes like an evil thought could cross over us, but we have a conscience. You get me? So we're like, no, like shut the hell up. Why are you thinking that? But I guess some people like they listen to that voice and it's like their mentor, and it's like, oh yeah, can I do this? And it's like, okay.
Yeah, they are mental.
Ooh, that's so scary. Which brings me on to my next question: do deaf people have a voice in their head?
But I don't know, That's a difficult one.
Because I was talking about this with some other people before, and it's like if they're deaf, they obviously they've never heard anything before.
Yeah.
So it's like, do they have that voice that or that dialogue in our head that we have? Or like, what do they hear?
I don't know. I came across something similar about this. I think it's on. I'm gonna do some research on it actually. It's how deaf people see things. Well, the way they see it's like hearing it to them in their own head, something like along that lines. But I think they have thoughts, but I don't know how that thought is received by the brain. I don't get the process of it, to be honest.
No, it's a little bit confusing because it really gets your mind thinking like do they still have that fuzzing sound? But no, they're deaf. So is it just complete
So how did they
shut out noise?
Like I would want to know, like, even if that, how when you speak you hear yourself in it.
Yeah.
So when you're deaf, how do they receive that information? They know that's leaving their mouth.
Yeah.
That
because I know a lot of the time they can't speak properly anyway because obviously they don't know how to pronounce anything or it's very like slurred.
I know no quite a few people I know that they speak fun.
Really?
Yeah, they speak fun.
I've never met a deaf person that spoke like how we speak.
It's not constant, but they can form a sentence and shit.
It's not like
No.
That's interesting.
And be honest, I like the whole fact of the whole sign language thing as well. I think that's cool. I actually want to learn that.
I think that's great. I wonder who came up with that. Do you know how mad that is?
I know.
It's like parrots can talk. Like English or different language. I think that's weird as well.
That's crazy.
Like an animal talking to us. Like their conscious is that they're making conversation. I think that's weird.
They like to repeat what they hear.
Yeah.
That's how they learn to talk.
But it's like a baby. But why can't other animals do that? It's weird. Like I sometimes think that animals can't speak English, but they can understand us.
Yeah, they're very intelligent, to be honest. I think animals are so intelligent. Like people don't realize how intelligent they are.
I hate when people
especially
say,
like chimps and like baboons.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're so intelligent. Like,
have you seen them do like the maths equations?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Even though dolphin is probably the most intelligent mammal.
Did you know apparently you're not supposed to swim with dolphins if you had a boob job?
Why?
Because they react to it like a beach ball, and they'll like swim for your boob.
Swear down.
Yeah, so don't go. Well, apparently, don't go swimming with dolphins if you've had a boob job, like silicone. Because for some reason it attracts them. I don't know why. They like big boobs.
I'm not one for swimming with creatures though. Like I love creatures and all that, but I ain't going out in the water to swim with no creature. I'm sorry, I ain't doing that shit.
You know people that shark in tanks, that swim in shark
that's mad.
infested waters,
And
but they're in
orchids.
like a still orchids.
Okay.
Orcs.
Hmm?
What are they called? Orcs.
It's an orchid.
Orchid. That ain't no. It can't be an orchid. I know what you're on about, but
Yeah.
I swear it's not orchid.
I ain't got one.
Orchid.
It's not orcs.
That's like a orcs game.
Orcs is like a warlock kind of.
Whale names. Humpback. Orca.
Orca.
Because the orchid's a flower.
I'm thinking about do you know what it was? The other day, that's why it's... Somebody put a flower in it and say thank you to me, right? And it was an orchid flower. That's what I'm thinking. That's why.
And a lot of men don't receive flowers before their funeral.
Yeah, I like to give me my roses while I'm alive. Yeah.
Send Wade roses.
Give me my roses while I'm alive.
What colour do you want? We'll get them PO'd.
White ones.
White. Good choice. Very good choice.
Yeah, red ones are dead out. So we'll use that.
And you get multicoloured ones.
Do you believe that the crowd you hang out with also reflects who you are?
What they say. It's
Why?
a saying.
Yeah, but why?
Because it's like, I don't know, like when I hang around with even my mom, who's family, I'm like my mom. It's like you influence each other. But I think it really depends how long you hang around with each other, though.
True.
Because you could still be friends with someone who's completely different to you, but because you don't hang around a lot, I don't think they have much influence to change you. But I think, even like your partner, you pick up habits from your partner, like things you say or maybe you do.
Yeah.
And it kind of like molds you. So that's what I always say, like.
But that's more of a free will kind of thing, isn't it?
But sometimes you do it without realising.
Yeah, but that's like spending excessive time with that person. Like people you hang out with, you don't spend excessive time with them. Yeah, you hang out for a couple of hours, a couple of times a week, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? You're not in each other's life every second of every moment. Like I've been around people that they don't influence me at all, and I've been around them for years, 3-4 years.
I think it depends on person though, because some people like to be like other people.
Some people like to be programmed. Some people like a monkey tail.
They want to
follow
be told.
Yeah, some people like to be
how to be, what to do, what to look like, what to dress. Some people enjoy that.
I don't.
No. See, I feel like you're very conscious of what you do, what you say, how you dress. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people that consciously they don't even realise they're doing it. Whereas obviously like me and you, fully there.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be programmed.
Can't fool us.
Not trying to be programmed.
So my question is, would you rather? So let me just give some context real quick. Me and you love cars, like love cars, right? So my question is, like, would you rather give up sex or cars so you could never drive or touch or even be in the car anymore? You're like your dream car. You could never have it. You can't sit in it. Like if someone else was driving it, you couldn't even go in that car.
Bruh. When you mean sex, though, what do you mean?
Like sex, all of it.
All of it. So you not even like kissing, nothing, all of it.
You can kiss. That's not really sex.
But can you touch?
Touch like
Can you
what?
do everything apart from insertion?
No.
I don't know, that's a tricky question.
Because I know how much you love cars.
Bruh. But I'm a man at the end of the day, Not gonna lie, I get a chick to drive me.
Yeah, but if she was driving your dream car, you couldn't get in the car.
I love women too much. I'm sorry. I love women too much.
No way.
Nah.
So you'd give up your car?
Yeah, I love women too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd go the other way around.
I can't do it.
I guess as a man though, you in a sense have needs.
Hell yes.
So yeah.
And I ain't gonna get that feeling from the engine route going
You
crazy.
might. Some men do.
I know, but yeah, that's some men will give that up though. I'm just not one of them.
No, I get that.
And you do the whole 360 the other way.
Yeah, I'm not really too bothered about sex. If I'm quite honest, I can live without it. Like you can do stuff with yourself.
Yeah, that's
But-
dead.
By the way, my celibacy
That's
journey ended with myself.
That's see what I'm saying?
Sorry, I couldn't hold it. So, I always see like on the internet, everyone going on about like female plus size fat models. I think it's a bit rude to call them fat models. Let me just say plus size.
It's better what some people call them.
What's that?
Some people call them whales.
Whales. Yeah,
Yeah.
God, that's so dead. That's not even funny. I think some people try to be offensive.
It's very disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. You're calling people whales.
Have you seen The Whale, man? The movie Whale. I don't know why people get offended by that, but it is what it is. So my question is like, why are there only plus size female models but not men?
You know what? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna call it plus size. They're fat.
They are fat.
They're fat models. Like, it is what it is. I'm not body shaming nobody, but fat is fat, bruv. Like, you can't prove it up. Shit, I'm fat.
Would you consider yourself fat?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
But what is considered as fat?
All right. See. All right. See these models, yeah. Like the question's referring to. A lot of them they're fake. They're borderline fat, but a lot of them are fucking obese.
Yeah.
And people turn around and tell them, "Oh, you look great." No, they fucking don't. Stop telling them they look good how they are. They don't need to change.
Yeah, but
They need to change.
I think some people tell them because they're insecure about themselves that they don't want to see the other person look good. Do you know what I mean? Like some people genuinely don't want to see other people do better. Like they tell them they look good, but they don't. But because they're jealous, they tell them they look good, so they keep on looking awful, and it boosts their ego.
Yeah, of course. But that's come on. They're not blind. They can look in the mirror and can see that they're fat. Like, it's right in front of you. Like seriously.
But I don't understand why there's fat female models, but not
And there's fat
men.
male models. Yeah, because it's a narrative they're pushing onto females, saying that you don't need to go to the gym, you don't need to lose weight, you're fine the way you are, you look good. No, you fucking
But
don't.
you turn that around on a man,
Yeah.
and he's a fat fuck.
Yes, of course. This is
So
where
why-
the whole feminist and non-feminist thing
See, I
comes into
find
play.
that stupid. If you're going to support a woman being fat, why are you not supporting
Or
a man being fat? But the man will get scolded for being fat.
Because I can't remember who it was, but there's an argument with basically saying women that are basically obese are beautiful. It's their beauty. They're this, they're that. But a man is not. And the person was saying, so basically, why is it okay to tell a obese woman that they're beautiful, but it's not okay, and saying that they're high valued woman, and it's not okay to tell a man that is obese or got a belly that he's not a high value man and he is handsome? Why is that not a thing?
That's tea.
It's because society and this whole feminist movement, the bullshit.
That's crazy. Because the thing is, don't get me wrong, like a fat woman could have a really pretty face.
Yeah, of course.
But it's like, when you look at the rest of it, like I'm not shaming nobody, but it's like, why support one thing if you're not going to support the other side of it? And the thing is, obviously, men suffer a lot from mental health problems and don't arise about it because it's obviously...
You consider weak.
Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, a fat woman can talk about...
and cry about it.
Yeah, but as soon as a man's like big and fat, that's his problem. He's fucking fat, he's a whale, like...
You know, weight is... I don't care about like weight like that because at the end of the day, you can lose weight.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you can always lose weight. Like, it's a problem if you don't want to lose it. That's that's where the problem comes in. If you complain that you are, but you're not willing to do anything about it, then we have a massive issue. we ain't gonna see eye to eye. But I don't understand why people like basically dismiss people, especially like in a dating world when they trying to attract or talk to the opposite sex. They dismiss them because they're overweight. You can always most people once they lose weight, they're fucking amazing.
So good, honestly.
But yeah, you can always lose weight, and yeah, I understand that shit. That is just some fucked up shit. That's what men and women do, to be honest.
I don't like it at all. It's like you're coming at each other.
Mm.
Just fucking lose weight. It's not that hard.
Let's get up and walk, go to the gym, even skate. Shit, do something you like.
I don't know.
It was find something. What was it saying? Find something that you like doing and live for it.
But I don't understand the diet of these people, because to become that plus size, like really big, what are you eating?
It's not really the eating. It's well, obviously it's the eating, but it's the mind, innit? Because a lot of them spiral into depression, loneliness. Food is their comfort.
Of course, but what kind of food are you eating? Like, I want to know the diet of
The
a really
worst-
fat person.
The worst kind, and it's not always bad food, but it's over excessive.
Yeah. It's like you know, you see them programs of American fat people and their diet. Oh, America's the worst place for obesity.
That everything's extra over there. They are extra large for a reason. I'm not gonna lie. They're
Like
crazy.
even their like morning breakfast. Like there was this one guy who went round.
Pancakes.
Yeah, he went around each what do you call, like a cafe and like McDonald's. You know, he's just trying out all the different breakfasts and seeing how big they are and the calories and stuff. And like even just for breakfast, these people are consuming like 1,000 calories just for breakfast.
It's mad.
It's one meal. And that's the meal you wake up to. That's like the most important meal. Has to be healthy in my eyes. I don't know how people do it, honestly.
But I don't know. The food in America is it's different. It's different. I'm not gonna lie. It's way too much. It doesn't need to be extra and
Everything's extra.
like it's crazy, bro. Like I went to like a Foot Locker in America. This is the first time I've been in a Foot Locker and I seen like quad XL, 5 XL, like shit like that. I was like,
and it's normal. Here, I think the most you can find is 3 or 2. Like some stores don't even do 2. It's just extra large.
It's fucking crazy, but yeah, that's America for you. They have to be extra in everything they do. Sure.
Well, the country's fucking huge, so the people are huge to go along with it. Got to fill the space somehow.
Okay. I don't know if one of my questions is related to what's happening in the media.
What's happening?
At the moment with Disney's new movie.
Ariel.
Little Mermaid. Ariel, yeah, Little Mermaid.
What, that she's...
So, what are your views on the Little Mermaid, and do you think people are overreacting with her being black and Disney recasting roles to black actresses instead of creating original storyline for those actresses?
Interesting. I had a conversation with someone about this the other day. So at the end of the day, like Ariel, is it Ariel? Ariel. Like an Ariel on the
Ariel, I think
on the
like
ceiling.
No, I don't know.
On the roof.
Same thing.
Ariel.
Let's call it A.
So A, she doesn't actually have a race. When you think about it, she's just born in the ocean.
Yeah.
So she's like, she doesn't have a race or a colour. It's just that they've given her like, what has she got? Red hair in the movie.
Yeah, red hair.
But it's like,
She got red hair in the anime too.
I don't understand why people care.
Neither do I. But a lot of black people care, a lot of white people care, because they're saying, "Oh, you're ruining a lot of childhood memories," because obviously Ariel was white, and a lot of black people saying Disney's doing it to basically taking advantage of black actresses in Hollywood by casting them to create a controversial conversation, more sales, X, Y, and Z.
You know, that's like Mulan.
Yeah.
So Mulan originally is obviously Asian.
Yep.
But if they made her black, it would have got a completely different twist on it. But because she was Asian and how it's meant to be in the movies, like I feel like Mulan never got any hype.
Mm-mm.
Like it was spoke about, like they're making a new movie, live action. But because I don't know, there was nothing interesting about it.
The only
that
hype
changed.
it got was they got quite a few complaints that didn't stick to the source material.
Apparently, Mushi wasn't in it.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the whole point of Mulan, really and truly.
Mushi's like one of like the top main characters.
Yeah,
If
like
you
a
get
lot of
rid
people watch it
him,
for him.
it's like watching Shrek and there's no donkey.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
what's the point?
I don't know. If you look even with like Little Mermaid, if you look in like the animated series from years ago, if you look at her dad's dark skin in the
Is
ocean.
it?
Yeah. He's dark skin in the ocean. So it makes sense what they're doing. Like she can be dark skinned because in the animated series her father is dark skinned. Somebody highlighted the other day, I was like, oh shit, I don't think of that. So
Isn't her father the one with the white hair?
yeah, but he's dark skinned.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, never realised. I haven't watched it in years.
No one's realised. No one ever because no one's watched it really in years, isn't it? So
Yeah, but I don't know why people care so much.
would you start OnlyFans?
No.
Rah, off the bat.
No.
Oh,
No.
why not?
Someone actually asked me the other day. Someone asked me the other day, like, why don't you go back into modelling? Because I was doing quite a lot of like lingerie modelling and stuff. And I said, at the end of the day, everything I post online is going to affect the future me.
Yep.
And it's like, if I ever was to start OnlyFans, I'd lose firstly respect for myself and also people in the future, even my future husband, future partner. I know it's not about them. And of course, my life isn't about other people. But imagine the disrespect that is for them on their half. Like, imagine other people coming to be like, oh, you're dating Simi. I know her off blah, blah, blah. And it's an insult.
It is. So, but OnlyFans is not only used for that though.
I swear some people do like cooking shows and that.
Yeah, they do. And you can do anything on there.
But no, what's the point? It's YouTube
Okay, cool.
and that other app,
Oh, Rumble.
So it's like there's so many other platforms. Why would I use a platform that has
That's known for
yeah,
X-rated content. Okay, cool.
it's literally no point. But I wouldn't ever go back into that stuff.
This is what I said. Right? So somebody said to me that you was on OnlyFans. Someone's like, bro, I swear she's on OnlyFans. I was like,
I'm not on OnlyFans.
So
I made an account to see what it is, but I don't post X-rated content. The only other content you'll see is me in lingerie, which was from ages ago, which I don't regret doing. I spoke to that about someone before. Like, I love my body. I'm confident. I'd love to show it off because
it's yours,
I built my body. So it's like at the end of the day, I'm not shy about my body, but what it is that the stuff I post online is going to affect future me.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I want to affect future me with all of this content? That's why I stopped doing lingerie modelling. Because
once it's on the internet, you don't go nowhere.
And the thing is, I'm not even going to lie, people don't look at you with respect doing that.
They don't.
I don't know why people think they do, but I'd rather be a person that says I own a business than saying I do modelling. Because at the end of the day, you'll have so much more respect.
True.
Owning a business or even doing YouTube.
True. I wouldn't be a model anyway. It's not my thing.
It's not that me.
No, it's not. I ain't got time for that shit.
No, I don't think it's as good as everyone thinks it is, if I'm quite honest. Unless you're like a Vogue model, but even then, them lot get sexually assaulted, they starve themselves. People don't realise
how to eat and shit, like what to eat, how to eat, when to eat. The fuck?
Like even for males, like I've heard from male industries that people high up in the industry that own big companies that know people, they've been told to come back with that guy because the guy wants to do something with the guy.
Yeah, fuck all of that.
Just so you can go high up the ladder. Do you know how screwed up that is?
I'm good still. I'm alright.
And that's a male. So imagine it for a female. It's probably 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not interested in that, go to Vice. They have loads of stories about that.
I don't rate Vice though.
You don't, why? Fake stories.
Yeah, too much of them.
No, but there's ones where people do interviews, and they talk about their experience in like the modelling industry, and people with like billionaire
Status.
mansions and boats. Not worth it.
So,
Definitely not worth it. Do you
Okay.
believe in voodoo and ghosts?
yeah.
You coming from Jamaica? Do you guys have a lot of like voodoo and black magic and that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe in it.
Oh, okay. Have you ever experienced?
Yeah.
Really? Tell me more.
I don't want to expose it, but yeah. When my granddad died about 2000, we never seen eye to eye. It's from my dad's side, and he died. I moved to England the same year, and I went back like 2 years later, and I slept in the room he died. It was which is now my dad's bedroom, and I woke up in the morning, and I was just covered in bruises everywhere. So basically, in Jamaica, my dad lives. So this house, my dad lives here. My mom lives across the road. So I stay at both houses back and forth.
Okay.
So I stay at my mom's house, perfect fine. Okay. Stay at my dad's house every morning, bruises everywhere, like all over.
Really?
Yeah, like when somebody holds you, and you can see their like fingerprint on your both arms is like. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? But it didn't freak me out. Nothing like that. Because it was so common out there. So it was like, eventually
That's
it
really
stopped.
bad energy though, you know that?
It was because we didn't see eye to eye. Like, we used to fight.
Oh,
like,
is it?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, we never got along.
He didn't want you in that room.
We didn't get along at all.
Ooh.
Like, even went to, like, I felt like he came back with me to England. Like, because the same thing was happening over here again. Since I left Jamaica, I came back, it was happening over here. And then one of my cousins, she was moving and she needed a place to stay. So I told her she can use my room. And I sleep in the living room. And she went in there. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. She ran out the room. She's like, what the fuck is in your room? I was like, what are you on about? She's like, there's something in this place. And I was like, I don't know what you're on about. She's like, I'm telling you, there's fucking something in that room, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh. And I explained to her what it was. And she's like, are you fucking serious? You didn't tell me that shit? And she went up there and she started doing a whole lot of shit and purifying it and all sorts.
Did it go after that?
Yeah, it went after that. I didn't go back in there for like a week anyway. But she went back in there like 2 days later. She was like, I can't feel it. It's nothing. It's not in here. But she's like, I can feel it over me when I'm sleeping. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, it's probably him. And
Like gives me goosebumps.
We never see eye to eye, so probably him, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
But the reason why we never seen eye to eye because he had a massive fall and he developed a brain tumor. So he was going mad.
Oh yeah.
So he used to flip out, and obviously I was a kid and I was a bad kid, so it was you flipped out. Yeah, it was on top. So it was, let's go, and it was always a fight.
Oh.
So that's why we just.
So you never really got on.
Nah, never.
That's mad.
But I do believe in it, and my aunts felt them, seen them. My other granddads felt them, seen them.
What do they see when they see them?
I think it's like, I don't know how to describe it. The way my granddad described it to me when he saw my other granddad, it was like a spirit kind of form.
Is it like an orb?
Yeah, not an orb, but it's like a figure. You can see the air, but you can also see like the outline of whatever it is. And they say like animals can sense these things.
Cats especially, yeah.
Dogs as well.
Oh yeah, dogs.
So the time it was happening, my dog was in Jamaica. He was just laying there, and he's just got up and he was barking. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you barking at? And the graves are literally like 10 feet in front of us, and he was just barking. I had to hold him, and he was just going. And my other granddad, God rest his soul now, he was just like, yeah, he's seeing something. And my aunts felt like my cousin's mom over her constantly for years when she was pregnant as well. When she's like, I can feel you, just leave me alone, let me have my child. Like, yeah, it's a bit mad. But I do believe in all of that kind of thing.
That's crazy. Because I know a lot of people like think it's a load of BS.
Nah, they'll think there's a load of BS until you experience that shit.
No, that's true.
Because I thought it was a load of BS until I experienced that shit.
And then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
real.
No, seriously, I was bruised. I looked like I was tied up and I was beaten all night. Like, I was bruised, bro. And I didn't feel shit.
Did they hurt?
When I woke up, it did. But when I was sleeping, I didn't feel shit.
That's so weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, I believe in it.
Madness.
So when people say they will do this and do that,
You don't.
I just like I'm careful of them still.
You better be careful. Because when it's your turn, you shit yourself.
I don't do the black magic though. I've never crossed anyone that really do that.
But you do believe in black magic?
I believe it exists,
Mm.
and I believe people can perform and do it.
Whose car is that?
Probably across the road.
We're so sorry about the car noise.
Yeah, just gonna have to deal with that for now, to be honest. But yeah, I've heard people make threats of I can get this done to you, do this, da 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 da. And to be honest, I don't want to know the process of it. To be honest,
My mum always told me if you believe in it, it will happen. But if you don't, it won't.
yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah. Because my family, being Filipino, like my Filipino side, very all about that.
See, that's crazy. That shit kind of scares
Like my
me.
granddad, he has his own language tattooed all over his back, arms. No one else can understand it. It's only their cult that can understand this language.
That's mad.
And my mum has loads of different things as well. Yeah, it's mad.
That is crazy.
My mum always tells me stories of how like people have cursed other people and like people have died and like, blah blah blah. My mum has so many stories.
I think it's real. Like it's out there. It's just not one of those things that's spoken about enough.
I don't trust like Brazilians and Colombians and all of that. They're really big on voodoo and black magic.
Yeah, I know Colombians are, to be honest.
Because I don't know if you've seen like not caving videos, diving videos of where people like go to rivers and they dive and look for like different things that people have dropped in the river.
Yeah.
And people have found like jars full of scriptures and like written things and knives in like locked inside jars. It's really weird. And like the jars are wrapped in like sellotape.
What?
Yeah, it's really strange. So a guy like opened it and apparently him opening it frees the curse. So people in the comments were like, oh my God, it's so good that you opened that because you freed whoever that curse was put on.
Swear down.
Yeah. If you're ever interested in that,
way.
like just type in like voodoo dive videos. Like you'll find loads of videos.
See, the problem is, I don't want to type it in because that algorithm is going to read that and send me bear.
It's so interesting though. I always end up watching them really late at night.
Listen, there's some things I believe that you should know about and some things you just should leave alone. To me, that's one of those things I don't want.
You wouldn't touch?
Nah, I wouldn't touch it. Because
It's
you never know.
interesting.
I might be in a situation where I need to use it, so I wouldn't touch it.
There's all sorts of things. Like there's even people where they want people to fall in love with them.
Yeah, I've heard about that. That's a bit crazy still, but I can see why they do it.
Like, in your culture, do you eat food from other people?
Debatable.
I don't. I've been given food by people and not, like, just, I don't want to be rude, but I don't eat it.
It depends who it is.
I'll take it, but I won't eat it. Like, if you don't know them, they're just
No.
oh, I have some, like, you just become friendly and you just eat it.
Nope.
Like, nah.
Nope.
You don't know, firstly, how they've prepared that, how they've cooked it.
Yep.
And you don't know what they've put in it
Yep.
or if they've spelled it.
Yep.
Like, I've heard stories where, especially people in, like, Africa, I don't know what parts of Africa, but they will, like, curse the food and make people fall in love with them, and it's actually worked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like there's stories of like a man who wanted like a woman to fall in love with him, and he'll like prepare her food and give it to her, and she'll all of a sudden like be madly in love with him.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not. No, that's crazy. See, shit like that. This is why I'm not one to touch none of that. But I wouldn't eat from a stranger.
No
way. I hardly eat from family.
Really?
Yeah. Only selective few.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just I like my mom cooking,
Oh, fairs.
and I just think everyone else is like mediocre.
I was just really scared what people put in food. And plus, I'm really scared to get ill from other people's food. I'm
Exactly.
like, I'll take it just to be like, I don't want to be rude. I most probably won't eat it.
Like even like restaurants, I won't really eat from restaurants.
I'm always
I won't take
careful.
yeah.
Which one?
Like, I've had food poisoning from a few, and it's like this is why I don't eat from
Like
this
who?
shit.
Bait him out.
No, I'm not gonna be any master. But Yeah, I've had a few poisoning from a few even Caribbean restaurant. And I was like, yeah,
Really? Oh,
yeah.
fucking
I don't
hell.
really buy Caribbean food out. I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so careful where you from. Plus, you don't know what they're into in that. So
Yeah. You don't know what they put in that food.
that's the scary part.
Some people could like pee in the food or spit in it.
So yeah, I'm not one for you. You know the saying they put their foot in it. Some people literally do.
What, like stir it?
Some people really put their foot in it.
What movie was that? There's a movie, I can't remember the name of it, where she works in a kitchen and she said that she was stirring the food with her hand, but I think earlier that day she'd cut her finger and had a plaster wrapped around it. And as
That's
she was
disgusting.
stirring it, the plaster fell off and was in the food. And I
That's
think
disgusting.
one of the customers must have had the food or something.
See what I'm saying? That's disgusting.
Imagine finding someone to use plaster in your food. Oh.
I got mad, bro. But yeah.
My last thing is, so the guy actually got killed for creating such a thing. Like car engines, you know how they run on diesel.
Diesel.
They run on diesel and petrol.
Yeah.
Someone made obviously a car run on water, like a hydro. What did you call it? Hydroelectric.
Hydropower.
Same
thing.
So yeah, what's your opinion on that? Do you think that's possible? Why isn't it been done?
To be honest, I can't say if it's possible because I don't know.
So sorry about the car
scientific
noise.
mechanics. Yeah, it's just gonna have to do
But
it.
if it has been,
to be
then
honest,
that's actually fucking
but yeah,
brilliant. We should like
I've
think
heard
about it.
people
If a
make
car
threats
could run of I can get this done to you, do this.
if a car could run on water, who needs to go on a cruise? Like,
Not, what do you mean run on water? It won't be flying on the water. It's just that it will be powered by water.
yeah, but if it's powered by water, you might as well make it be on
Maybe
top
like
of the
a
water,
submarine. You know in GTA when you turn that car
like a hovercraft.
No.
In society, to have cars on the road that run on water, it make. I don't understand. Like, I get it, but where would you? How long does it run for? How fast does it run?
Yeah, but do you not find it strange that they killed the guy that made it happen?
Okay, but when you say kill him, how did they kill him?
Well, I don't know the full details, but he died shortly
He
after
died. Okay,
creating.
he died shortly after creating it.
And I don't think that's a coincidence.
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense because obviously there's fucking water. Like most of the planet is water, innit? I think that'd be a good thing. But obviously, when it comes to like what's the
How
word
it would
used?
work.
Yeah, how it would work and how do you apply that to each different car and how long does it last in a sense?
Well, I don't think they want to do it because all the businesses will go bust.
Yeah, a lot of oil companies will go out. Yeah.
It's a bit like you know, they don't want people to be healthy.
Yeah, they don't.
'Cause then-
But you live longer.
Yeah, because then they wouldn't have any people using the system and hospitals and
Nope.
no one would be paying and
Nope.
blah, blah, blah. Like everything. I don't think people realise that everything is literally set up to benefit people on the top.
Yeah, pharmaceutical is a massive business.
Like
Massive.
if everyone was healthy, they wouldn't have a business and the world would be dead.
Yeah. But what's the guy name that invented it?
Who?
The hydropower man.
I couldn't tell you. It was just a story I heard.
Okay. I'm actually going to do some research into that, to be honest.
It was really interesting. I just watched like a quick little short about it.
You're going to nickname him Hydro Man.
Hydro Man, he's dead now. R.I.P. him. He had good
R.I.P.
ideas.
Hydro Man.
I'm sorry.
Thinking about it.
He's really not.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I think that's the end of our episode for today still.
Don't end it like that.
No, I'm a bit relaxed though. I'm a bit relaxed.
But like it's time for your midday nap.
It actually is.
If you have any questions or want anything to be mentioned in our next podcast or you have any ideas, let us know and we'll make sure to include it.
Yeah, so hit us up on social media, Instagram, Twitter.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
And leave a comment. You know, if this content you find it interesting or you want to say something, just leave a comment down and we'll check it out.
Of course. But we shall catch you in the next episode.
In a bit.